Rare rebuke. Israel's foreign ministry today is slamming Elon Musk's recent series of tweets, saying they have a, quote, anti-Semitic feeling to it.
Elon Musk recently made a series of sharp remarks about billionaire George Soros, revealing his opposition to Soros's activities, which Musk believes could negatively impact the United States. Musk announced a new campaign opposing Soros, vowing to do everything in his power to stop Soros from achieving goals that Musk feels are harmful to America. The conflict escalated after Soros made a statement suggesting that Tesla alone, or any single company, couldn't solve climate change, a statement that drew a firm response from Musk. He commented that for someone with Soros's background in technology, he should refrain from discussing topics he does not fully understand. Musk expanded on what he claims are Soros's behind-the-scenes actions, which he believes undermine American values and societal stability. Elon Musk's political opinions have become increasingly vocal, particularly through his social media platform X, formerly Twitter. In the Twitter office, Musk shared his views on Soros, stating that Soros's influence on American politics goes beyond what is seen on the surface. Recently, Soros had made statements about Donald Trump's legal issues, suggesting that Trump's influence could still harm democracy, and that Soros himself would use governmental resources to address these threats. According to Musk, Soros's claims about the Department of Justice and Trump's supposed danger are misleading and serve to exaggerate the issues for political gain. Musk countered by suggesting that Soros's influence is far more complex than merely acting out of concern for democracy. Musk claimed that Soros hates America and that his long-term strategies to change societal structures often go unnoticed by the public. Musk criticized Soros further for a comment made after Trump's presidency, where Soros described the administration as a temporary event he hoped wouldn't repeat. Soros reportedly still viewed Trump as a danger because he would do whatever it takes to retain power, which he felt was harmful to democratic systems. Musk responded by defending Trump's policies as not nearly as dangerous as Soros portrayed them to be. Musk's perspective on Soros deepened during a conversation with Joe Rogan, where he expressed a personal opinion that Soros harbors a fundamental disdain for humanity itself. Musk's insights centered around Soros's approach to influence rather than changing laws outright. Musk claims that Soros focuses on changing how laws are applied. This differential enforcement approach, as Musk described it, allows Soros to achieve nearly the same results as altering legislation would, but without the need to go through formal legal channels. This isn't the first time Musk and Soros have clashed. In fact, their disagreements can be traced back nearly 4 years. Around that time, Musk was investigating the funding sources behind a letter signed by over 20 liberal groups urging advertisers to cut ties with Twitter if Musk took control of the company. It became clear that some of these groups were backed by influential figures like George Soros, as well as governmental bodies like the European Union and the Canadian government. The letter essentially threatened Twitter's revenue, pressuring advertisers to boycott the platform should Musk's acquisition proceed. In response, Musk tweeted a question about the funding sources of these groups, asking, "Who is funding these groups that want to control what information you can see?" Musk implied that transparency was the solution to what he saw as a control issue, using the phrase "sunlight is the best disinfectant." Over the years, Musk's criticism of Soros has only intensified. In May 2023, Musk posted a controversial tweet comparing Soros to Magneto, a popular villain from the Marvel Universe known for his power and control. The tweet read, "Soros reminds me of Magneto," followed by Musk's assertion that Soros hates humanity. The comparison triggered a wave of backlash, with critics arguing that Musk's comment was an unfounded personal attack. Advocacy groups, including the Anti-Defamation League, condemned Musk's remarks, suggesting that such statements only fuel divisive narratives. Musk's comment, however, wasn't an isolated incident. It came shortly after Soros Fund Management, Soros's investment fund, had sold its Tesla holdings. The timing of the sale raised eyebrows, especially since Tesla's stock had been experiencing volatility due to several factors, including Musk's polarizing presence in the media. Although no official reason was provided for Soros Fund Management's decision to divest from Tesla, the sale coincided with Musk's increasingly vocal political commentary, which had alienated some investors. Soros has been a long-standing advocate for liberal causes through his Open Society Foundation's OSF, whom Musk accuses of being lenient on crime, has led Musk to argue that Soros's influence erodes the social fabric of cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. According to Musk, these district attorneys, backed by Soros, contribute to the deterioration of urban areas by pushing for policies that prioritize rehabilitation over punishment, which he sees as a failure to maintain law and order. Musk extended these critiques globally, suggesting that Soros's influence on international policy-making poses risks to societal stability beyond U.S. borders. During an appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, Musk expanded on his views, suggesting that Soros's funding practices actively contribute to societal instability. Musk argued that Soros's financial influence, particularly in supporting progressive district attorneys, was negatively impacting cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco, leading to what Musk saw as a breakdown in public order. He commented on Soros's recent transfer of leadership at the Open Society Foundations to his son, Alex Soros, suggesting that the transition would not alter the foundation's ideological focus but would, in fact, reinforce it. Musk contrasted Soros's financial acumen with his political activities, recognizing Soros's skill in areas like currency trading, most famously shorting the British pound in 1992, but remained critical of Soros's impact on public policy. Musk has consistently expressed a libertarian-leaning philosophy that values minimal government intervention and maximizes personal freedom, putting him in direct opposition to Soros's progressive activism. Soros's foundation, known for its work in promoting democracy, human rights, and social justice globally, represents an ideological contrast to Musk's perspective on governance and free enterprise. Musk often frames Soros's influence as an attempt to impose restrictive globalist policies that limit individual freedoms and increase government oversight. He has argued that Soros's financial contributions enable him to steer societal outcomes in a way that bypasses traditional democratic processes. In 2024, the feud between Musk and Soros continued to escalate, as Musk publicly accused Soros and his foundation of supporting policies that stifle innovation and burden the economy with regulatory restrictions. Musk argued that Soros's influence, particularly through OSF's support for progressive causes, leads to excessive government intervention, making it more challenging for businesses and entrepreneurs to succeed. Musk's critiques weren't limited to the US, as he also suggested that Soros's activities promote similar policies abroad, which Musk sees as harmful to both economic growth and societal development. The ideological divide between Musk and Soros has grown increasingly visible, with Musk viewing Soros's approach as benefiting elites at the expense of the general public. This rivalry reveals a deeper philosophical divide between the two men. Musk's libertarian beliefs emphasize individual autonomy, limited government oversight, and the freedom for businesses to innovate without restrictive regulation. Soros, in contrast, is a known proponent of progressive values, advocating for policies that address issues like social inequality, environmental protection, and public health, which often involve increased governmental roles and regulatory frameworks. Soros's global philanthropic efforts through OSF align with his belief in using wealth to promote systemic change, an approach Musk views as overly interventionist and potentially authoritarian. The clash between Musk and Soros reflects broader debates on the role of wealth in shaping political agendas and the limits of philanthropic influence. While Musk argues for a free market approach to societal challenges, Soros advocates for strategic philanthropy to address systemic issues. Given the intensity of their ideological differences, the feud is unlikely to de-escalate anytime soon. Musk's commitment to libertarian values and Soros's dedication to progressive change place them on opposite ends of the political spectrum, with both figures remaining deeply invested in their respective visions for society's future. In this ongoing ideological battle, Musk's public criticisms of Soros underscore a broader conflict over how wealth and influence should be wielded in society. As both men continue to shape public discourse, their rivalry represents a clash of worldviews that goes beyond personal differences, reflecting contrasting beliefs about governance, freedom, and the future of innovation.